Yo, what's up, everybody? Hope you are feeling all right. Thank you for joining me. My name is Jay Chains. It's 4 o'clock. That means it's time for a show, apparently. That's why you're here, at least. So do yourself a favor. Go ahead and smash the like button. Hit the heart if you are watching on X. While you guys fill into the auditorium, take your seat. Make sure you say hi to your greeter. Wait, wrong show. There we go. Shout out to the wife for making the cool microphone cover. Got that thing for when I travel. But then I thought one day, what the heck? Why don't I put that on the desk? And I love it. So appreciate you guys being here. Man, what a day, right? 25 basis points off the old block. We are down to what, like 4.25% of interest. Hopefully we'll see some more. Now, I believe that might be it for the year. I don't know if we'll get one in December or not. But I know we'll probably see a couple more throughout next year. The point is to get down to 2%. So if we're at 4.5 or 4.25, we got just a little bit more to go. So kaboomski. That was today. Now, I didn't quite think that Bitcoin responded to the news when it happened. I think that was the move that we had gotten earlier in the day. Because if we, I'm going to look at the hourly chart really quick. Or let's look at like the 45-minute chart really quick. Fairly stable for the last little while, with the exception of this morning. We had a pretty decent pump, if I'm not mistaken. So I got to probably change my time zone for something. It looks like it's showing UTC still, which it should be on Eastern. New York. There we go. All right, that'll help later. Well, I'll get into the charts later, guys. So that's kind of what we're going to do. Is I've got just a couple articles that we'll get through. Again, the spotlight right now in crypto, obviously, is Bitcoin hitting all-time highs. What seems like almost every single day. We are currently at 76,489. The high today that we hit was, I think, 76.6 something, if I'm not mistaken. Let me just double check here. It was 76,849 actually. So I kind of thought that we were going to make another run up towards 77.5 actually is kind of what I'm thinking. I am currently in a Bitcoin long 25x with an entry point at 77.5. That's kind of my guess. I was talking to one of my buddies, my guy Corey. Him and I were both looking at some things, and that seemed like a fairly decent place to get out of this one. So we'll be looking to get out of the trade somewhere between that and a little bit lower, just in order to get some profit and then get on to the next trade, because it doesn't look like we quite have the energy. And again, we'll look at the charts at the end after we get through a couple articles, but it looks like we're kind of running out of steam there. But go ahead and smash the like, guys. Hit the heart. We will get into some of these articles right now. Let's share this tab. This is the first one that I got pulled up is basically what we were just talking about. Looking at the chat here, I thought something was on fire. The grass is on fire, literally the coin. Oh, so somebody were talking about grass before. I got to take a look at that. I know that was on X earlier, but here we go. 25 basis points. Sending Bitcoin price towards new all-time high. Again, at this point, everything's a new all-time high. We're going to probably see one, I would say, again, within the next little bit. Maybe we will see it today. Maybe we won't, because it's towards the tail end of the day. But then, as we start to get this activity ramped up, we will get 80 soon. We will be playing with the flirt. I mean, we'll be flirting with 100K in the next several months. I don't know if it's going to happen by the end of the year. I think we'll get close. You guys have heard me say that. I don't think that we're going to have really the punch power to break through 100K this year. I think we're going to need to kind of, get up there, rally back down to 80, collect some more strength, and then really turbocharge right back up through there and pop through that resistance of 100K. So that seems to be like a talking point lately. I've seen a lot of articles about that, of the 100K price target. So it just lets me believe that once you start seeing a lot of articles, it's not going to happen. Not quite yet. So we may get close, but not there. As well as Trump's victory, the crypto market recently received another big news as the Fed slashed interest rates by 25 basis points, sent Bitcoin above 77K, towards 77K, excuse me. I said we are about $170 short of that. So in line with the expectations. Okay, so 4.5, so 4.5 to 4.75. That's where we're at. Following other central banks. Who else? It was like the Bank of England, right? Here we go. Yep. Earlier today, the Bank of England reduced their rates by 25 basis points. You got Sweden, Riksbank. They decreased by a 0.5 percentage point. And the following the FOMC decision, Britain's price hovered at approximately Bitcoin. I don't know why I said Britain. Wow, that was weird. Bitcoin's price 76.7, and as like I said, we're at 76.5 now, so this is not too long ago. Will the Fed maintain rates? Let's see. We want to skim through this here. The tax cuts, tariffs, deregulation. Currently, Bitcoin 8%. That's about it. All right. So 25 basis points. Great to see that happen today. Shout out to all our crypto holders and financial markets that pump when that happens. Great to see the new all-time high. Hopefully, we'll get back up there very soon. I think I just went profitable on the trade. There we go. We're 20 bucks in the profit. I'll show you guys that real quick. There you go. 20 bucks in the profit on this thing. We got about a half a Bitcoin on it. We are long from the 76s somewhere. Where's this line? I thought we were going to go from 76.5 up to 77.5. That was going to be my in and out. It'd be like $1,500. Bada boom, bada bing. We'll see. We're in it to win it though. We're good to go. All right, back to some articles over here. I thought this was some really good stuff to talk about. None of these are like too serious, right? Again, Bitcoin's like the main thing, but a few things we want to talk about just to kind of keep in the loop of what's happening. Who is the SEC's Mark Rueda, Trump front runner for the SEC chair? We cannot wait. My God, can we not wait for whatever's going to happen? If Trump can fire him or if he can't, who gives a shit? We know that his days are numbered. Trump will make it so uncomfortable that he will go down to the basement with his red stapler like Milton. I might have made that same exact joke yesterday, so I apologize if you guys got the same joke 2 days in a row. Sometimes when you're working on your material, you got to recycle it. Here we go. He's the leading candidate to become the SEC chair. He has criticized the SEC's current crypto regulatory approach and advocates for clear guidelines. We like to see that. Man, I'll tell you what, things are shaping up to be amazing. And forget about, Trump and Vance both actually being physical crypto holders. A really important thing, there was the House of Representatives. We got like 247 pro-crypto people elected to the House of Representatives and like 15 new senators. So that is absolutely massive for us here in this country. I think we are about to see whether it's regulation, whether it's adoption, it's probably going to be both. We are going to see a big push for crypto over the next couple of years. And you guys got it. We got to all just be super fucking bullish on this. I mean, we got to be bullish on this. That's the whole point. That's why we're here. We are here for the tech. We're here for the revolution. We're also here for the money. And guess what? It is coming. We know unequivocally that is happening. Let's check out Mark's background and stance on crypto. Let's see. He was sworn in as an SEC commissioner on June 30th, 2022. He gained attention for critical views on the SEC's current approach to regulation. In an interview with Mornings with Maria in 2024, back in October, he said, the agenda's policies really a disaster for the whole industry. We know that. We've been living this. I mean, think about what Mark, or not what Mark, think about what Gary Gensler has done for XRP for all those holders. I mean, absolutely a disaster for the retail person, 100%. Not only that, there's been a jillion other cases, and they just keep taking L after L after L. When are you going to get the clue, Gary? Nobody wants you around. Stop doing this shit. The Wells notice with IMX. Come on. This is like gaming's best offering as far as like an ecosystem. And you're going to come after gaming? Give me a fucking break, you nerd. It was funny. I was on a space before this. I won some gold nuggets. What was the name of the game? It was Eureka the game. I won some gold nuggets. I'm going to need some of my gamer friends to help me out with this. What I think we'll probably do is add that maybe into the gaming night of some point, or we can do a giveaway with some of those gold nuggets that I won. I don't know if you guys know anything about it. Let me know in the chat. I put a message in there, but then I was on the show and then had to get into this one, so I didn't get back in there, so I don't know if we've talked about it. But definitely looking forward to getting into that and see. I won 50 nuggets. I didn't know that they were going to be weed nuggets or what kind of nuggets, but ended up being gold nuggets in a game, Web3 game. I think it's like, to be honest with you, I don't know anything about it. So I will have to learn. DYOR. Moving on to the next article. This one, sometimes you got to report some of this kind of stuff here. It's never fun. Crypto firm WonderFi's CEO kidnapped and then released after paying a $1 million ransom. It's crazy. Dean Skirka, CEO of Toronto-based WonderFi, was kidnapped and then released. Where was he? Come on with this stupid projectile. I don't give a shit about your cookies. I'm not hungry. I'm on a diet. I'm training for a fight. I'm not eating cookies right now. In his hometown of downtown Toronto, safe and the funds and data of the company's clients were not impacted. So just a personal millie. This is far from the first time criminals target someone owning or working in the world of crypto. In July, for example, 29-year-old Bitcoiner was kidnapped and killed after 4 men abducted the victim and stole 3 Bitcoins worth over $200,000 at the time. Well, shout out to my Canadian friends. You guys know our morning show, highly attended by our Canadian brethren and sister. Huge presence in the Canada land. So shout out to my my Maple Buck slinging, moose riding, beer drinking, flannel wearing Canadian brothers and sisters. I love you. I sure do. I honestly do. That's no jokes there. Is this where the short, schlong, rich guys are hanging out? You darn right. In the chat, you got to be the opposite of that. A long, schlong, poor guys. Those are on the other channels. Sorry, guys. It's tough place for you to be in. Unfortunately, whatever. GM guys, shout out to all the fam in the chat. I see we got Rocky Tops in there, Enrique, Mr. Dude, my guy, 6 a.m. Doug, fam. I might see you in Dubai. Hey, if anybody wants to come to Dubai for the fights, it's December 6th in Dubai. I'll be there that whole week. But December 6th, Dubai, fighting for the CFN heavyweight title against my guy Eric. 220. That's the weight that we're fighting at. So I don't have to. What's great is that for this fight, I don't have to cut. I'm really excited about that because I feel like I lost a lot of strength cutting for the last fight because I went from when I signed the contract, I was like 245 and we fought at 215 is what we agreed at. I ended up weighing at 214.2 or something like that, 214 and a half or whatever it was. And so, I mean, I lost a lot of muscle because I couldn't lift weights because I had to lose so much weight. It was all just cardio. It was just kind of just stripping my body down. I went from fat to fit in the pit. Loved it, baby. I'm into that shit. Probably make that one of my rap lines. I'll write a rap pretty soon. A rap song pretty soon. But there we go. So I don't have to cut weight. I have a little weight that I can lose, but I can put that on real easily in muscle. And so I'm freaking jacked up. I'm super excited. 1 month away, in a month from now. So technically, today's the 7th, right? So because the fight's on the 6th, so a month from today, I'll be coming home with a belt, baby. Some of that gold, some of that hardware. Let's go. Smash the like button, you guys. If you want to see me win that fight, you better fucking smash the like button. Well, the like button, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to get aggressive on the like button. You guys do a fantastic job with the like button. If you guys want to see me win this fucking fight, smash the X. Hit that heart over on X. I didn't mess the whole thing up. I feel like a wrestler right now. Ellie. That's a great comment. Absolutely. This is the No Schlong Club here. And you know what? That's the thing. That was never even a prerequisite of being here, being in the club. But things change fast. But we're going to remove that necessity. You don't have it's not part of the entry process. All right, here's another article. French gambling regulator announces that they plan to probe poly market following the big wins on Trump presidency. Now, it was like 3.8 billion, almost close to 4 billion with a B, $billion put on that election. And the numbers were getting just crazy and crazy. And you feel like, man, there was, I wonder if you can look at the analytics, how many people, even though we know that you can, with the drop of a thing, you can create about 1,000 wallets instantaneously. So I don't really, you don't really count that as a metric, how many actual users you have, but I wonder if they have unique users and those kind of metrics will come out because some of that, some people were saying, like it could have been some of these packs that were putting in heavy there. They know that, really played a big role in the whole election, right? It's the prediction markets. It was very good, but Is it sway the decision because people go there and it's time, it's in your face. It's like, oh, this is the polls 70%. Oh, 69. I think the goal was 69 420, right? That's what Elon kept pushing for. And then on election night, that shit kept getting higher and higher and higher. And then at one point it was like 93% before I went to bed, and then woke up, obviously, and the thing had been called by the morning time. But at the end of the day, we'll see what happens here with this poly market thing. See what kind of we got another ad here. Man, come on. Poly market bettors worldwide rake in their wins. But you couldn't lose, though. That was the thing, though. Like people still won big money. I think like Jakey bet like 50 grand and he pulled out 77, so he won like 27 grand. So the odds were heavy in his favor, and you just had to put in a bunch of money to win a bunch of money, I suppose. According to the new Reuters report, the French Gambling Regulatory Authority, the Autorité Nationale des Jeux, the ANJ, is turning its focus to poly markets following the platform's surge in popularity. Come on, it's because they didn't get a cut. Probably they're like, give us the money. We want the box. Give us some cryptos. We've earned it. Oui. Shitty. We are currently examining its operation as well as its compliance with French legislation on gambling. Go fuck yourself, France. No one cares. Freedom. It's France. I'm done with this article because it's France. I kind of didn't really even think about that. Who gives a fuck about France? We eat freedom fries. We eat freedom toast. We freedom kiss in my house. That's what we do, is we do freedom stuff. None of this French weenie stuff. Weirdos. That's it. For stories today, by the way. I think that was a great segue to move on. I'm going to head on over to CoinMarketCap here. Now, when I do this, I'm going to go full screen here. It is 4:19, so in 1 minute, I hope that you guys have a great time with whatever you have going on in your life. But shout out to my guys in the chat. Shout out to my people watching over on X. Guys, make sure you hit the heart on X, smash the like on YouTube. We are about to get into some numbers. Now, here's what I want. I'm going to go through CoinMarketCap. We'll go through some of the things, see if there's any opportunities at some coins. And then we'll look at DEX tools. I got a few of my favorites, a few of the things that we were looking at yesterday. Shout out. I'm going to tell you, Ellie, shout out to Ellie, right? Credit where credit's due. I posted something earlier on that frog coin that we looked at yesterday. Now, we're going to look at the chart. We're, you know what? Fuck it. Let's pull it up right now. Let me get this thing here. Now, what stinks is that no, it is here. Yeah, there it is, because it was here. All right, let me go back to StreamYard here. Boom, there it is. Now, DEX tools, here we are. Yesterday, Ellie gave us the call of frog. Now let's bring the chart over here. If you can see this, yesterday during the show, this is the UTC thing again. Golly, come on. Why do I have to do this every day? New York. Where are we at right now? What candle is this? 1600, 4 o'clock. Okay, cool. So yesterday on November 6th, at this time, 1400, we were here. I don't know why that took me so long. So we were on this candle right here. And that chart from all the way back looked really good, that it was building. You saw a few times it would build, consolidate, build, consolidate, build, consolidate, build, and then consolidate. And so we were in this phase where I said, you know what? Here's the deal. What I like about this is that it's very consistent with its build and consolidate. And so what we did is that we said, this blue line, this is your buy zone. If this thing touches this blue line, pay attention, and you should be getting in your entry, because I think it was, whether it was some historical support, or where the heck was it again? It was the 1400 yesterday on the 6th. So this candle right there. So that's what happened. And unfortunately for me, I was not here on this computer, so this alert didn't trigger to my house, and I didn't know, and I wasn't paying attention to frog. But we did come back down and then popped up. And then look what it did again. It got rejected from what it was trying to do, came back down this morning to the same fucking level it did one, two, it was the third time. And then that was it, baby. That was the rocket ship up. And so if you happen to have been watching the show yesterday and you caught that thing as a 3x, no, was it? Yeah, it was like this morning, it was like 300%. From the blue lineup, that was 170% or something like that. I posted it a little bit ago. 170%. So like big win. Some people got some, they hit a lick. Good for you. Obviously, it's doing a retracement right now. I would think, in my opinion, because it ripped so hard, I don't see any volume on here. I don't have any of the indicators. I would think that you would want to find an entry. Now, let's just move. We'll just do, here you go. If you're like, damn it, dude, I missed it. There you go. There's your line. That's what I would say is at 28.66, start paying attention. It's at 37.37. It's dropping. Right. So it's going to have to come back down. And you had a pretty good run at some support right here. Right. You had a bunch of touches here. You even had a touch here, blasted through up here, broke out. This whole range, man, I'll tell you what, this was its range for a day. And then it broke out. So I would wait for it to come back down, touch this level of support, wait for it to just make sure that it doesn't drop down in here, because you could come down here for a true second layer support. You get your plunge protection, and then boom, something to look at. But shout out to Ellie for that call. I'll tell you what. And then she actually sent me one today. Let's see. Let's take a look at this one. I got in and out. This was one that this one popped. And it is actually, is it up from where? Yeah, it's still going up. So I made a 23% gain on this thing. I got out, and hey, that's the way the game goes. So shout out to Ellie for making some hot alpha picks. Let's go. We got to get you in an alpha group. Just everybody's going to be dropping picks all day long. We'll just be making trades. You know how it is. Shout out to Crypto Batman saying 78,000 end a day. Let's go. Bam. I'm into that. I am so into that, because right now I'm down $113 on my trade. Woo. It's not, I don't have a big percentage of the portfolio in here. We're just down a little bit. I thought we were going to go up to 77. I was going to take that little Winsky, but we're going to ride this thing. We're going to let it breathe for a little bit. We'll see what happens. We won't let it get out of control. I know that. All right, let's go back to our favorite list, because I'll tell you what, some of our favorites are absolutely crushing it today. Let's start with our friends at Gotti. We got a lot of friends in the Gotti community, especially from the morning show. Guys, I think that this is one. I need to fix this so that it does not. That's probably better. You guys can hear me. You don't need to see me. Or I could just do this. And then I'll bring myself back up on over here. There we go. All right. Here we go. This is the Gotti chart. Now, as you guys know, this thing saw an all-time high of about $4,400, somewhere in there, during the heyday. Big sell-off. You had a lot of people who were given a lot of tokens. This is one of those things where, unfortunately, the exposure rate was pretty freaking high for our friends at Gotti. However, I feel like in some of the conversations that we had with MKid, that exposure has been limited. So we did see a huge peak, and this thing has kind of taken a beating since, but down, but not out, because MKid shows up every single day. He's building his community. He's doing the things right. And so this is a project that I will forever talk about, unless something happens between MKid and I doubt that, because he's a decent guy. So that's one to put on your radar. A lot of people are probably down on it. Now, just so you guys know, full disclosure, like when things were pumping, I did buy a couple tokens at $3,000 a piece. I did do that. So some of my bags are completely underwater, but that doesn't mean anything. That's okay. That was all part of what we were doing and part of the program and everything. And again, I believe in the people that I get a chance to actually get to know and chat with and learn some things about. So that one will be that's a long term hold for me. Here we go. I'll get to those super chats, and actually, we'll just do that right now. Crypto Batman saying, "Good luck on your fight, fam. We are here in Texas and in your corner, taking slinging blows with you." I appreciate you. I might actually, there's a chance I'm going to come to Texas. I don't know if you're in the Dallas Fort Worth area. We got several friends that are training there. Aaron Blonde Broker, you got or IFC Alien now, excuse me, over with James Vick. So the plan is, I think, potentially to get out to Vegas and train with Keith Berry for a little bit in mid-November. And then on my way back, stop in Dallas and do a little bit of training with them over in Dallas. And then as soon as I hear from Heck when he's back from Thailand from his fight with Post, I'm going to go down to Jacksonville and do some training with him. So there'll be a lot of content about the fight coming up soon. Plus, I got next week, the promoter is coming out here with a media team to do some video stuff. So you'll see a lot of stuff about this, guys, coming up pretty soon. I am really getting fucking jacked for this. I'm really getting excited. These opportunities are just absolutely amazing. Who just have thought that, if you would have asked me 2 years ago or a year and a half ago, would you be professionally MMA fighting and boxing? I would have laughed at you. Right. But I get these crazy cool fucking opportunities where, look, I get to go to Dubai for a week and take my family there. At the end of the day, I know it's a lot more work than 8 minutes, but 8 minutes in the ring, no more, right? Four 2-minute rounds. And so the opportunity outweighs anything else. And so if you guys ever get a chance to start training and doing these fights for the crypto stuff, man, I would do it. It is just wildly cool. Let's see. Nicholas says, "Who made Ben 180 on Jasmy?" I don't really know who did it. I think it's just all the positivity. Talk about it. And I think when you really think about what Jasmy is, right, the Japanese Bitcoin, you have to really think about the Japanese culture, right? And I think that's going to play a lot into it. And once we get really kicking into this bull run, and you get a lot more people who retail wise, especially in some of these other cultures, that are getting in, and this is one that I think it's going to rip. So I don't know who told him or got him to actually flip the script, but I know there's a lot of people in our circle, myself, AJ likes Jasmy. I know a lot of people in the chat and that we're always talking about it. So I'm all about it. And we will actually, when we get to TradingView, I want to look at the chart on Jasmy because it's been a couple days, and I know that it was in that descending wedge, but it was in the triangle of love, as I like to call it, and that thing was about to absolutely, in my opinion, and because there's no one else talking on the show, I don't have to put money into the jar. In my opinion, absolutely going to break to the upside. But we'll check that in a second here. We'll go through a few more of these. But shout out to you guys. Thanks for the super chats, by the way. Not too often we get that, and I really appreciate you guys. That's really cool. All right. So we looked at Gotti. Squid grow up another 5% today. Love to see that. We are almost at 2 cents. Since the migration, they went from being multi-chain on ETH and BNB to just on BNB. So let's not forget to do what we always do. There it is, boys and girls. There's the chart. Hey, Chains, check out the chart I just posted on X. It lines up so well. Let me do that. Blocky. Is this the one that you just posted 3 minutes ago? Yeah, let's share this. Let's see. All right. Wow, take a look at this. Part pattern bull run starting election day. First time high 64,900. Amazes me how this all lines up exactly. The weekly cup and handle target on top coming up, hitting a trend line from the bear lows. Unreal. So, are we going to break out? We're going to break out in a cup and handle, baby? Oh, there was more to that. Oh, no. Unreal. Nice, man. Well, I'm excited for Bitcoin to absolutely. That is Bitcoin, right? Yeah. Absolutely rip. We'll see. It's still having a hard time getting up over the where were we at before? Like 76.5. So hitting that struggle bus a little bit. But we'll see, man. The day ain't done. The day is not done, and there's still a lot of pumping to have happen. It's really interesting, though. I'm interested to see if that all plays out and where it all goes. But holy cow! So we are here up to 130. Well, let's get it, man. Let's rocket ship up there. We'll see. We'll see if we get if we can blast through 100K. What do you have date wise for 100K? Here we go. Beginning part of next year. We make that run and then we punch through next year. I'm 100% with you there. And then we come back down. Then we make another charge up. Bada boom, bada bing. There we go. You guys, 2020, we are going to have such a great, great rest of this year and amazing, amazing first part of 2025. It is going to be wild, wild. Oh, you're saying so it's a little copy paste of the last bull run. Oh, okay. Hell yeah. Let's go. We've already, yeah, okay. So we've already broken out. We are on our way to finishing the cup and handle. There we go. I got what you're saying now. Loud and clear, my guy. All right. Let's go back here. Let's take a look at I'm super bullish on Squid Grow. I'm not going to talk about these things every day, but when I go through some of these favorites, like this one, I am bullish on and what they're building. There was, obviously there was the migration, right? They switched from being multi-chain to just the one chain on ETH. And when that happened, there was a big run up leading up to it. And then when the migration happened, there was a big sell off because I think there was a lot of people expecting a huge pump and it just didn't happen. Plus, there was a lot of hype, a lot of generated. So people were buying coins, kind of really expecting good returns. But at the end of the day, a lot of people just sold. And so it's found a floor from what it looks like. And, the last several days, couple of weeks, things have been positive, turning back up in the right direction. I love the move back up to 2 cents. Hopefully we'll be I think the goal is $1 billion market cap this bull run. So, that could be a 5x from where we are right now. So I hope, and it could be a way more than that. I'm sorry. That would make it $100 million market cap. $1 billion market cap gives you a lot more than 10x. And I think that's the whole mission there. Shibtoshi is a great guy. Got a chance, obviously they sponsored my first MMA fight for Karate Combat. But I tell you, like that leadership, that team, absolutely amazing. And those are some of the things like, when you invest, right? Like some people say, like when you invest in people, sometimes not so much the product. And I can tell you, like a couple of the projects that I invest in is specifically for that reason. Is I've gotten a chance to know somebody. I know there's a lot of fucking dirtbags in this space. There are a lot of really good people in this space. And when you get a chance to like really intimately meet somebody and talk with them and learn from them and understand like why they're doing what they're doing, those are the investments that you make. You invest in people. And so, I mean, clear indication on that. And so I am in it to win it on that one. It's like, it's the same thing with Gotti. Like you invest in people at this point. All right, TRDM. This one's down just a little bit today, down 1%. But this is the one. If you guys want, if you want access to, like, they have a pro trader in their Discord. If you have 10,000 tokens, you can get access to the Discord there. Plus, it's also affiliated with the High IQ indicator. There is the TRDM token again. But there is a lot of affiliation with some of those other products. And so I think there's a way to, because that's what I run, is I run the High IQ indicator. I do have some Trade Master. I am in the Discord. There is absolutely some really big advantages to doing that. Plus, I think they have it's the gold NFT. We gave away a gold NFT on the show, but they've got some other levels that give you other access and all sorts of stuff. And definitely something to be looking at. Like if you want to get into trading and you want to maybe even, and I don't really advocate for auto traders, because for you just to get into trading and throw on a bot, I think is a little irresponsible. I think you should learn kind of the process and what you're doing before you leave it up to a robot to do it. And some people may have a difference in opinion in that. And I'd actually like to have that conversation. Maybe we can do that in the morning at some point. Maybe next week. By the way, I'm going to be making a change to the format to the morning show. It is going to be something that probably roll out on Monday. So stay tuned. I still got a little bit, some of the kinks in my mind to work out how we're gonna facilitate some things and do some stuff. But we are going to be making a change to the format. And then also, I did have a conversation with an exchange today. So it went extremely well. I'm super excited. So I'm going to be putting together a trading competition as well. It's going to be 4 people plus myself, and we're going to put together all these things. And so They will be pre-funded accounts, and so if you want to be in the trading account, I have to be very exclusive about it. But if you want to be in the trading competition, make sure you get into my DMs, or if you have my cell phone number, text me. But it's get into the DMs, let me know, because again, it's only going to be 4 people plus myself. And we're gonna have some fun. It'll be something where you got to show up on the live stream on at least one day a week. We'll have it designated that is for that show, where we'll talk about our trades throughout the week. We'll do some setups, maybe some live trades, and even maybe do some competitions live on air to see who can, like, you start with, take $50 and see how much you can make, over the course of the show, stuff like that. And so we'll be doing all sorts of things. But if that's something that interests you and you want to be a part of it, just get at me. Let me know. I am trying to decide. So when we were talking about it, I said, here's the deal, is that I've got a lot going on right now, and I am training for that fight that's in a month. So at the end of the day, I believe probably what's going to happen is it'll start after the fight, just so that I can really focus on that. I'm doing some trading for myself, and that's going to be my main focus with work and then training for the fight. But once the fight's over, we'll get that thing launched. And so let me know if you guys want to be a part of that. Smash the like, hit the heart, do all those things. Yup. Blocky, like, you don't even have, don't feel bad about it. No one knows how to fucking hit. Listen, I've had to do this before. I can do it today. It's been a while. I'll show you guys. All right. So, like, you don't even have, don't feel bad about it. No one knows how to fucking hit. Listen, I don't know how to pause that before. I can do it today. No, because it's like live. You can't pause a live video on that, maybe. Anyway, I can turn the volume all the way down on the phone. So what you want to do is, you're probably watching it like this because you're like, damn, dude, I need that full screen so I can see those numbers, right? And then so what you do is just go like this, boom. And then like, whoa, what's that? And then down here, you hit that and see how it's like red now? Hey, look at that. And then look. So you did that, right? So that was one move. So you went from here to here, hit the heart, and then you just go back there, back to full screen, and we are living. LIVIN, baby. You know what I should have done? See, the problem is now I'm like afraid to go full screen, because when I get back to the charts, I'll forget to switch it back, and then you guys will be looking at me and be like, what the fuck is this guy talking about? We're not even looking at the chart. So we'll do it again. Boom. Boom. Sorry, I messed up. So boom, this is how you're watching. Boom. And then you hit the little heart and it turns red, and then boom, back to full screen. Look at that. That's like Inception. That's just like, if you were to think that's me in the phone, that'd be wild. Welcome to the metaverse. All right. What else we got in here? Oh, guys. I hope you guys took advantage of the call on VHS. I really hope that you did. Golly, is this thing just doing some numbers? Let's look at the hourly chart versus the 3-day chart. Let's stretch this thing up a little bit. Let's bring this up, pinch this out. Gosh, my friends, I should have known it all along. I thought that I was pouting, but it turns out I was wrong. If you guys don't know the Fish, it's a kid's book, and it's fun to read to your kid. Anyway, so when we called this thing, this was back, and I could pinpoint that on a tweet because I think I even posted that this morning. Let me just find this out because it's important. Now, here it is. The VHS call. The VHS call was back on here. Okay, so I have the picture here. Great. Now you guys can see this thing. And I'll go full screen here. Whoa, that was a comment on there. So this is what we want right here. So we made the call on this candle right here. And that level was like 3,200 or something like that, like wherever it's at. This morning, when I posted it 10 hours ago, it was at 71.35. We are currently, it's not zooming down. There we go. Back to this one. So we are currently at 88.01. So a couple people that I know turned. Yeah, I know. Cover the. I'm sorry, guys. I didn't realize that the comment was going to show on the side there. So it wasn't my comment. Somebody left it on there. And so some people turned this into some X's, right? So if you got in the threes. It's currently in the eights. You've at least 2x your money, or 100% of it. So you've doubled, at least doubled. And so that's one that I think is going to run for a little bit. Here's the deal: it's only at an $873,000 market cap. It is just a couple days old. There is the nostalgia play behind it. It's Blockbuster Video, ticker VHS. It's not a cat. It's not a frog. It's not a dog. It's not a log. It's not a hog. It's not an animal, right? It's something. The meta is totally different. And I feel like that's something that some people are into. Just something a little different. All right, let's go to grass. I want to check out grass because y'all are talking about this and makes me feel like I've missed out here. Let's go. Is this the one right here? Is it the contract that ends in 8M3H? Let's go to the daily. That's an interesting looking chart. That's very interesting looking. Like, I wouldn't know, actually, wouldn't even know what to do with this. Is this the right one? Looks like my drawings. That's funny, Doug. Let's see. Is this the right thing? Let's go. Do they have their website? No. Do the contract. They don't have their X. Is it? Let me. No, that's not it. Okay, good to know. If you could DM me the contract address, I will pull that up. Don't go to this one, guys. Let's see. What else did we look at? Have we been looking at? Y'all liked it when I pulled up Turbo the other day. Let's see what's Turbo doing. Turbo's pumping the last 3 days here. Found a bottom over here at 73.66, currently sitting at 91.70. There you go. Got yourself a little cheddar. You hit you a lick, you know. All right, let's go. We did the frog. We looked at Ponky yesterday. Ponky was a pumper. How's it doing today? There you go. You could have. There's some opportunities. You could have had yourself in there. You know, from yesterday to today. There you go. There's some growth. 45 up to 51. Like to see that. Let me go to the DM, see if I got my thing. Let's see here. Not yet. I do not have the DM of the contract for. Oh, go on TradingView. Okay. I can go to TradingView now. We can do that. That's enough of Dex Tools anyway. Let's go to TradingView. Here's it's actually open to my Bitcoin chart. This is really, guys, this is what I want. You see this right here? This is what I want. I want this one, 72,475. That is ultimately my goal. I will trade as long as the market is moving where it is and doing what it's doing. I will get in and get out of trades. You guys saw me do it 100x short yesterday, made 5%, got out. I was in another trade earlier today. I think I got like 6 or 7%. Got it was in a long out. I am currently in a long that is underwater by $200. So I am down 14% on this, but we know what's going to happen. We know where Bitcoin's going, and I have got a massive order that I can place anywhere near my liquidation zone, which I don't think we're going anywhere near anytime soon. But I could definitely clean sweep that thing and lower the liquidation point and to make sure I'm a-okay. Yeah, do what Doug says. Make sure you guys smash the like and share the stream. Come on, let's go. All right, Blocky, I got it. Thank you. Do I need to? I wonder if I need to put the grass in there. Yeah, here it is. Grass on soul. Oh, yeah, there we go. 285. Man, y'all were talking about grass probably back here too. Damn. Huh. All right, let's look on a smaller time frame. Let's see what we got. We got any opportunities here? Let's pop this up. Pop that up. Man, oh man, this might be your opportunity. Look, you only ever get one little baby red candle. You only ever get one. And that's historically, and this is the 2-hour chart. Well, here you get a little bit more. All right, I take it back. Well, since you've been pumping, since it's been pumping, you only get one. You get a little, just a little breather. I would say Navy wait for my thing, unless this thing just like absolutely tears off like soon. What? There you go. That's my line right there, around 250. This thing comes back down to 250. I'll get in. I'll get on it. I'll put a couple shekels in it, some Solanas. What does Solana have a fractional name? Oh, golly. Next time, just text me, you guys. You can, if you have my cell phone and I'm not doing the right screen thing, just be like, switch your screen, you moron. You could be nicer, but you don't have to be. There you go. So, all right, here, let's start this whole thing over. We'll recap. As you guys know, I don't mind recapping my blunders. Thanks, Doug. Here we go. This thing has been pumping, and what I originally had this thing zoomed out so I couldn't see past here, and I was like, oh shit, one red candle, one red candle, one red candle. That's why I said this is going to be your opportunity. But then I pulled it back. We pulled the curtain back a little bit, and we saw that, you know, there is a little bit more uppage and downage. Now remember, that's when things were probably a little more volatile because the market cap was way lower. The price was lower, everything, the movements were a little bit sharper, so you probably saw some sell off in the beginning. Maybe you sell less of that now. You got 300 that the holder count, that doesn't matter to me, honestly. Like, you can make wallets extremely easy, so I don't care about that. But so what we're looking at here is a retracement, a consolidation on some of this pumpage. Now there's no volume, so in theory, now we have said this before, it's always good to have a secondary plunge protection zone, right? And so I would say it's probably going to be somewhere around here, where for whatever reason, if this were to come down and plunge straight through, because of how fast this came up, I mean, you could also actually, I kind of want to take it back. That'll be the worst case scenario. These would be the levels that I'm thinking about. If I wanted to get into this coin, I'm not going to consider it until we get into here. And then I'll probably put in a little bag. And if we get in here, I'm fucking loading up. That's what I would do. That's how I would play that one. All right. Yes, I got some cell phone numbers coming. I will get those things entered in. Appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. All right. What you guys got any other coins that we were going to look at? Was I don't want to hold out on you. I know we've got some other things to look at. Thanks for a chat, guys. Thank you again. Wrong screen. Boom, boom. Why is so graspable? You know what? I don't know. I'm not sure. Unless some of this is real. Now, where are they coming from? Do they have their website up? Let's take a look at it. Getgrass.io. All right, let's take a look at this. Earn a stake in AI. Get rewarded for your unused internet. Oh, shit. Okay. Stage 2 is live. Join over 2.5 million people and start earning today. Who the fuck are the 2.5 million people that are earning on grass already? There's like 10 people in crypto. And like the rest of the people are just getting in. There's no way they know how to stake grass right now. You are 3 clicks away from taking control of your internet. By installing Grass, you earn rewards for sharing your unused internet bandwidth with the Grass network. Okay, well, then I'm going to do this. 100% going to do this. I'll give this a try. I will definitely be setting this up. Okay. You guys are awesome. All right, let's look at some other charts here. Let's see. Let's go. This is AVAX on the daily. Love to see this. Looks like we finally like coming back towards like our old. Yeah, look at that. These were so this was our triangle of love that we had originally, and we were coming up on a local. It was a local support that we were trending up. This line was the overall trend from when beginning of 2024, right? So there you go. So there's golly, there it is. Sorry. Good thing we didn't get too far into it this time. Good thing we didn't get too far into it. All right. What I could probably do is put that chat there. And then there we go. Now I can still see the chat while I'm on the chart. There we go. All right. So what we had seen here was AVAX was, you could see from back in the beginning of 2024, it was nothing but down. But then when we started to actually look at it from the beginning of August, we were on a local uptrend. And then obviously a lot of things crashed. This thing went down below, but now we are coming back towards it. I know these lines don't mean anything anymore, but it is nice to see because this is all from the beginning of October when we started to create that 5K portfolio, which I will pull that up in a second here. Let's get through some of these coins. I want to look at some of these because look at some of these levels, man. When we were setting this up right at the end of September, we were up in here, we were looking at our zones, and these were our same kind of thing. What I put on some of those meme coins, like this was our buy zone. If we come down here, fucking load up. Look at that. If you would have said, if we would have kept on this and been paying attention, and we got this in the zone, and say you went even long, like say you use that for a long position, and you hit that thing from $1.10 to $1.42 on a leverage position. Shoo wee boy, hoo wee boy. This guy's name is wrong. J Chains Crypto. If you want to reduce lactic acid, take creatine as it reduces the buildup and production of it. Interesting. I actually just was reading something that because it's funny, like I hadn't lifted as hard as I did. Sunday, it was probably the hardest lift session that I have done in years. And up until even this morning, like back in my triceps, my elbow, and then like this part of my bicep, man, I'll tell you what, that shit was shredded. It was just so painful. Like I was like walking around like this, like where's the weight room guy? And when I sleep, I got fun sleeping like this, and then like when that shit kicks in, man, and you're sleeping like this, your arms, man, I couldn't even straighten them. I literally had like bowed arms. I couldn't straighten them to save my life. All right. But I'm feeling better now. I am feeling better, and we are back to lifting. We are getting strong for this fight, guys. We are getting absolutely cut up. All right, here we go. H bar doing the same thing. I hope you guys got bags of H bar. I didn't buy any more. Again, my spot bags are loaded. I probably could have gotten some more. Right now I'm actually staking all of everything on my H bar ecosystem, minus my karate tokens that are in the app. I am staking everything through Hashpack through the app, and so with the pack you get 5%. And so I think, let's see here. Let me take a look at what I've got on there, and I'll show you guys what I'm staking. Originally, it was like $700 worth. It's down to like, I don't know, 586 or whatever. But yeah, so 17,586 staking of the pack tokens. Total value 17,642. So that number just keeps going up for when I cash out what it's going to be worth. And so that the whole thing with what I'm trying to do there is probably just keep that stuff staking and then pull whatever my rewards, like the profit, right? And then switch that over to karate and then just send that stuff straight over to the Karate Combat app, which, by the way, guys, November 11th is the fight. Today's November 7th. If you missed the opportunity last month to get the tokens, the app, all that stuff set up, you've got time now. So make sure that you handle that. We can go through that probably tomorrow. We can go through all that kind of stuff. So here we go. Oh, man. There we go. All right. H bar, we did that. ICP, same thing, man. This thing went down. This thing plunged below our line of get it, get it, get it. You could have gotten it at 680 something. You'd be way up, especially if you're doing some leverage trading. That's where my mentality is at this point, guys. And is that I've got my spot bags loaded up. If I'm doing anything at this point, unless I come into money and it comes into the ecosystem, at this point, I'm just trading to build bigger bags. I'm not DCAing in. I'm not buying any more into the market. It's been a while since I've done that. It's just we just make do with what we got and we grow the stack. So that's what we're doing there. H bar, good time to buy. I would think so, man. This thing right now, it didn't perform well at all. It was one of the worst performers in the bear market as far as like trying to even remotely stay close to some of the other losses that everyone else had. It did not do well. This would have been the actual time to get it, but you're still well below where we were. I think this is technically all-time low in this. Yeah, because it was way up here before. So, still a great time to buy because it will definitely be making some poppage in the bull run. Let's see. Let's look at Jasmine. Oh, boom. There we go. We freaking broke out. Ha ha. Finally. Now, the next challenge we've got is to get up to the close to the 2.5 cent range and see if we can break out above that. And then, so there we go. We came down a little bit, but that didn't mean anything, right? Because there was 1, 2, 3, 4. This was the 5th time that we kind of broke that support level, but that was the catalyst to send us up. So shout out to the Jasmine fam, even though everybody's way down. If you bought here, you're doing all right. Congratulations to you. Hey, yo. Let's look at the karate token. This one is kind of a hard thing to chart. It's got a lot of skips, a lot of misses. All right, we're not going to take a look at that. This Caspa is one that I definitely want. I still want to get some Caspa. I know that we got a couple people in the community that love Caspa. I know that this 10-cent range was probably the bottom, but you never know. It looks like it's making a charge back down. You could make a case for let's try to go here as a support level. You can see that it stopped right there once. If that didn't work, you could go down here. You've got a lot of support back here, plus all this stuff right in here. So that's what I would think. Like if you were looking, if you're not in a position and you wanted to get in one, if it's a spot, you can get in at any point. If you want to try to save some money, set yourself some alarms at this range and get in. If it fits your profile, you know what I mean? Come on, Ellie, share today's alpha. I think the alpha for today was the are people still mining Caspa profitably? I don't know. There was at a lot of the conferences that you go to, for whatever reason, it seems like the Caspa people are the big miners there. And I believe some people still are profitable, but to be honest with you, I don't know. I've never mined a thing with the exception of, oh man, back in 2018, I think it was 2018. There was a couple guys. It was, oh man, I cannot think of the name of the mining thing, but it was basically a cloud mining thing where you would use your extra computing power to mine and you would earn a little bit of rewards. I would have to really think about the name of that platform. But that's really the only mining that I ever did, and it really didn't amount for anything. It was one of those things stupid, like when your computer went to sleep, like it would stop. And I was using a MacBook laptop, and it was just kind of a silly process to try to mine on it, but it is what it is. Question from Frank Castle: do you mind sharing your opinion on Bird Dog on Solana? Is it worth getting into? It's part of the boys club narrative with Pepe, Brett, Andy, and Landwolf. Let's see here. Can we look up Bird Dog? Bird Dog. Bird dog on Salon. Is it this one? Let's see here. Frank Castle. Is it this bird dog? Contract ending. Where's the contract on here? Why is it not right there? BCOP. But the question, do I think it's a good project? I don't know anything about it. I don't know what they do. I mean, most meme coins aren't like good projects. They're fun. A good project is something that solves something. Or I guess you could make the case of it solves community. Oh, yeah. What do you think about it, Frank? You tell us. I don't know anything about it, but tokenomics wise, let's see here. There's just under 1 billion. You got none of the liquidity has been burned. You got a $2.2 million market cap, 9.29 thousand holders. Whatever. I mean, it's got the right scores. It's not a honeypot. Contracts verified. The liquidity thing, like I would hate to see the liquidity get pulled. I doubt that's going to happen. How long has this thing been going? Let's look at a daily chart. On the chart alone, I don't hate it. Like it's moving, right? It's got ups and downs. Now, the problem is you found a floor, it looks like. So that's a good thing. You keep trying to make a run up and then you come back down, run up, come back down. You're putting in the last 3 highs have been lower. That's never a good sign. But at the same time, you don't have lower lows. It's you found a floor. So it could be one of those things where, let's. I think I screwed that up, didn't I? Yeah, whatever. But anyway, you can see this thing's coming down. You've got your floor. So you may be coming to a pinch point with this thing, man. I would think that it's the potential to break to the upside. I mean, you've got that where it does that. Probably wait for it to come back down to whatever the floor is that it keeps coming back down to. And there you go. Boom. That's what I think of Bird Dog. I don't know anything about the coin other than the chart doesn't look like trash. It's not a dinosaur tail, so it's got some movement. It's been around. Has it had better days? Yeah, but everything has. And you want to know what happened. What happened around here to send this thing to Valhalla, right? To send this thing from like 1/100th of a penny or whatever it is up to, well, fuck, went up to here a little bit later after a dip. But just wonder, what had happened around here to send it here, and then what's been going on with the sell-off since. I mean, obviously we've had a broader market sell-off anyway, so at the end of the day, like a moon bag of it, why the fuck not at 0.002, even if this thing shot back up to a penny, you'll make some money if you put a little bit into it. So I mean, it's not listen, I know people that have put $1.63 into a meme coin call, and now that thing's up to $4. Maybe it's not so high right now, but y'all know what I mean. Measure that move. All right. Move that bus. So this move is, damn, 1,800%. That is a massive move. Shout out. Hey, brother. If you caught that thing and you had the wherewithal to sell the top and then you got back in down here, sold that top, man, you probably love this coin. Probably love it. All right. We got anything else? Anybody got any other coins? I believe that's everything that I was looking at. We were on TradingView. Near Protocol, that one is doing good. Ondo, as you guys know, is my big horse in the stable of RWAs that I have put my money on for this bull run. Let's look at the daily chart just to see how it looks. I've got really no lines on it. I haven't drawn a line on Ondo since back in probably August. So it looks like, what is this? This will be our level of resistance. We've got to break through it. It looks like to be about 90 cents or so. I'll tell you what, at some point, this thing is going to rip. It would have been nice to pick up some more at 50 cents. We know Waddy in the crew at the morning show. He said that he wasn't going to buy Ondo until it got into the 50 cents. And look at that. A few weeks later, it actually did that. So shout out to our guy Waddy, calling the big shots there. Now we just got to make sure that we can bust through. January is going to be a crazy month. January 18th, you got to unlock 134% of the current circulating supply. I would love to see this thing fucking rip. Before that happens, I will get out of my position to see what happens. And if it just goes up and it never comes down and I missed it, that's the way the cookie crumbles. But if it comes back down, I will be sure that I'll be ready to pounce and to strike when the time is right. Pith Network, this is one of the ones. Oh, let's do this really quick. Here we go. The 5K portfolio build. This Pith is one of the ones in our portfolio. So I want to show you guys that. Let me make sure I'm looking at StreamYard. Boom. Here you go. All right, there's our 5K portfolio. You can see right now 96.24. We started this portfolio on October 1st. The whole idea was to do an Uptober portfolio. And so the goals, we were originally going to do things a little differently. End of the day, we did $4,000 in crypto and then $1,000 I kept in stable. Ultimately put that into my trading account and have been trading since October 1st. Got that up to, had a big win the other day. So got that 5x, over 5x the account from 1,000 up to 5,300. And then the XRP, the $1,000 of XRP is down to 940. Everything else is finally up in the positives. You got the graph at 1126. You got Pith at 1193, up almost 20%. And you got Jasmy at 1,023, up almost 4%. So the portfolio there that was our Uptober is now the Moonvember portfolio. And so hopefully we do a lot more damage. Things are looking up. Hopefully, not only with the trading account, the whole idea is really to turn that $1,000 into 100,000. That's my first milestone goal. And then with those other four, see what kind of damage we can do. Now, am I married to these coins for the whole time? No, not at all. Is it possible that one of them goes on an absolute tear and we want to take some profits off the table and put it into something else? Absolutely. Or maybe even get out of position completely. I think XRP, it is our shittiest performer. That doesn't mean that that's going to be the first one to go. It may be that what we want to do is if it continues to not perform and even go down, that might be the one that we take our profits, pull them out of and put it into, right? Because then when that thing does come up, now we're up a lot bigger, and it was house money that really helped us out a little bit. So that is that. Appreciate you, Doug. He says congrats on those trades. I'm telling you what, it's the new strategy. I've always been a good trader. I'm really, really, really good at picking where it's going to come down to. And sometimes maybe I err on the side of not being bullish. I am extremely bullish, but I err on the side of I think it's going to go down a little bit farther, and then it doesn't sometimes. But sometimes I am like right on the fucking money. And then that happened the other night, and it just so happened that I was doing moon math. I'd spun the leverage up to 50x, and I wanted to put in a trade that I was going to cancel. I just wanted to do the moon math with it, with the trade where you could do like your stop profits and stuff. And so something had happened. I got distracted, went away, left the computer, went to sleep. And when I woke up as I do every morning around 3:30 or 4. This morning it was 3:30, the morning of the trade yesterday. And I opened up my Phoenix account, and it showed that it was my trading account was up 6,000 in a trade. And I was like, what the fuck? That doesn't seem right. And so went downstairs, made coffee. It went down a little bit since then. And then, I got very lucky there. And I don't advocate for this, but listen, at the end of the day, I picked exactly where it was going to go. It was within, like $70 or whatever. Maybe a little bit more, maybe like 125. But the thing was, I had the leverage dialed up way too high. So the margin of error, like for you to get liquidated out was very small compared to what I normally would. And so I'm very thankful for that. I got very lucky. But at the end of the day, I did basically pick the bottom of that day, and I chicken shitted out. I should have stayed into the trade up to the 76s, but whatever. We're good. When you have the PTSD of getting wrecked because the chart can reverse on you at any second, that's part of the learning process. And so you take the profit. So I took 2,000 off the table, 2,200 off the table, and now the trading account went from 1,000. We've got it up to 5,300 and on the way to 100K. So that's the goal with that one. We're going to be doing again the trading competition coming up very soon. I would assume it's going to happen when I get back from Dubai. I think that would make the most sense. But I'll keep you guys posted on that. A win is a win, absolutely. And that's like sometimes when I show my winning trades like 12%, 5%, like sometimes the dollar amount might only be $100. It might be 75. But it doesn't matter. I'm just trying to show you like small wins, they fucking add up. I had the one, we'll call it a big win, big win comparatively. But it's a lot of small wins. Like I'm A-okay with nailing a couple $100 trades a day. Like A-okay with that. That is totally fine. And then every now and then you hit a big win. And so the whole point is pretty soon now I, with less leverage, could put more into a trade, and I don't need as big of a run to make the dollar amount, so that now those $100, $500, or even $1,000 trades are a lot easier to catch. And that's, that was like today with this long that I was in, or that I'm in right now. Let's see how it's doing. All right. So Bitcoin is still going down, which, I mean, we hit a new all-time high today. We should expect it. I thought we were going to go up to 77, but it's all right. We're down a couple $100 on it, but not a big deal. Not a big deal. We have the plunge protection that we need to keep ourselves alive, so I'm not worried about it. And ultimately, at the end of the day, if it does go down that low and we go in and we get a reverse and we come back up to where we are right now, it's huge, Yuri. Oh Jesus, I didn't even realize it was 5:13. My bad. I hope you guys don't mind that I kept you a little long today. That was a lot of fun. That's it. That's all I got. That's it for today. I hope you guys have a wonderful afternoon. To all 115 of you or 13 of you that are watching, thank you so much. Smash the like, hit the heart on your way out of here. Tell a friend. We will be back for Web3 Breakfast tomorrow at 9 a.m. Eastern. So I will get the link out today. Make sure you do the things that you got to do to be there. It's Friday. It's pizza day. Today is pre-Friday pizza party because today is Thursday. However, I don't get to eat pizza unless I am going to make either like a cauliflower crust or I might try the cheese crust thing. All right, here we go. Anything else in the chat? Shout out to you guys one last time. Mike, Jake, Doug, Maninja, Mike again, Liberty, better up than down. You are darn right about that. Jake the Crypto Snake, my guy. Made it. All right, guys, that's it. I'm out of here. See you tomorrow morning. Ciao for now.